Well, as you've seen, there are so many fun things to do in retirement, but it's also important that we also talk about the financial aspect and planning, and I have a great expert here to talk about just that. Alex, you are the president of Mutual of Omaha Reverse Mortgage, and that is quite a mouthful and quite a title. But I know we want to talk about a special loan program that can really help retirees. Why don't we dive into that?
Sure. So I look at this as really a retirement planning tool disguised as a mortgage. And the reason I say that is the HECM for Purchase. It has a kind of a funny name.
It does.
But that program really allows retirees to buy a home in retirement with a one-time down payment of about 50%.
Okay.
And then the HECM for Purchase, the program, pays the other half. So if you think about how powerful that is from a retirement planning perspective, you know, we were taught conventional wisdom is you pay off your house, right? And why is that? It's so that you don't have any mortgage payments in retirement. We're also taught not to put all your eggs in one basket, right? But what ends up happening is the average retiree has 2/3 of their net worth
in that basket.
In that basket. And that basket actually has a steel trap on top of it that you can't get to those eggs, right? So this program really allows you to have access to that equity you've built up over time, either in the form of purchasing a home, which is what we're talking about today, or you can also use it to refinance your home. So the HECM for Purchase is the name of the program. It's FHA insured. And it's
Which is huge. People want to know that. That stands out. I'm glad you brought that up. Sorry.
It is. I mean, this is an FHA program.
Yeah.
It's an insured program, so there's some protections that are built in there.
Right.
And it's a variation of the traditional reverse mortgage program, which is what we specialize here at Mutual of Omaha.
Right, because a lot of people have questions or they don't really know about it. I mean, it's so good that we're getting the word out there to talk about this, but when you talk about, no, this is a secure program, we can get you information on it, this is something that people want to know about so they don't feel like they're getting scammed or should I do this, talk to their financial planners, but this is really powerful. And like you brought up, this is a retirement planning tool. Let's discuss that a little bit more.
Yeah, so and advisors are really starting to take notice of this program. It's the reason why Mutual of Omaha decided to start offering this program is, like I had mentioned, there's so much of home equity that is tied up in an average retiree that not having access to that is really detrimental to their retirement plan. You know, cash is king in retirement, right? That's the reason why, you know, conventional wisdom is pay off your mortgage, right? But unfortunately, not everybody's been able to do that, right? And making those mortgage payments in retirement, it's not something you want to be doing. So this program allows a financial planner or an astute individual to really get access to that basket of eggs, if you will. We know it's a very little known program at this point. We're hoping to get the word out there, which is why we're thankful to be on the show here today. But what we did do is put together a 28-page magazine, really, that goes into all the particulars of how the program works, tells you what you qualify for, what the consumer protections are, what the FHA insurance provides to you. It's really a comprehensive book that once you get to the end, you really understand what's
People can do their due diligence on that.
Absolutely, yeah. And there is, we have 180 specialists across the country. So chances are there's somebody close by to some of your viewers. We're more than happy to sit down with them and go over the particulars.
Alex, it's such powerful information, and everybody can do their due diligence and look at the numbers and see it. But I want to ask you off the cuff, what impact has this made on the clients that you've witnessed and those that you have seen choose this program?
So this is actually the best part of my job because I get to hear the stories that are really life-changing in many ways. You know, most people that stumble across this program were planning on paying cash for their retirement home. And when they learn that they only have to put half of that money down and they get to put the other half into their retirement accounts, there are stories where folks have chosen to retire 3, 4, 5 years earlier than they otherwise would have.
It's life-changing. That's incredible.
It really is. Or just the ability to pad their retirement accounts with that much more money gives them peace of mind in being able to live a comfortable retirement without having to make monthly mortgage payments.
It is. It's exciting. That makes your job exciting.
It really
look
is.
what we get to do. It's wonderful, and I'm so glad that we get to share this on our program and actually have people see this is a resource. You can have this too. And I hope that everybody reaches out and gets more information. Go to the Home Buyer's Guide. Reach you guys for questions. I know that there's a lot they probably have to ask, but it really is an incredible program and it's definitely safe to jump into and say we could change our life, right?
That's right.
Thank you so much, Alex,
Thanks for
being a
having
part
me.
of this.